Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is moonmothgoddess. Thank you guys so much for being here. Your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services with me. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what you think is happening in your connection versus what is really happening, okay? Just to kind of see where your intuition is at with regard to the connection that you do have with your person. So what you think is happening in the connection versus what is really happening. And we do have 3 crystals for you guys to choose from. I am going to be adding in a card to help you guys with choosing your pile. But for pile number 1, we do have this little Druzy, I think it's a Druzy Agate moon. It's kind of like a little bit of a blue color. That's going to be for pile 1. Pile 2, we have Amethyst. Okay. And then pile number 3 is going to be this I think this one was a Druzy Agate as well. Actually, titanium. A titanium Druzy, I believe. And so it has different colors on the sides. So that is going to be for pile number 3. So if you already know which one you feel the most drawn to, you can go ahead and skip right ahead to the timestamp. But I am going to be adding in a card to help you guys with choosing your pile. Okay, so we're going to start off with pulling a card with what you think is happening in this connection. We'll start your reading, pull some tarot, and then we'll also look at what is really happening in the connection. So pile number 1, what do you think is happening? We have education, number 35. So pile 2, what do you think is happening in this connection? We have the compass for pile 2, number 50. And pile number 3, what do you think is happening in this connection? We have the wishing well, number 48 for pile number 3. Okay, so those are the choices for today. What you think is happening in the connection versus what is really happening. Okay, pause the video if you need a little bit more time. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonate with card number 35, education, this is going to be your reading today. So we are going to find out what you think is happening in this connection versus what is really happening. And I just got oil all over the table. I just put some on my hands. So what you think is happening versus what is really happening. We started off with education. Okay, so I am actually going to use 2 different decks. One for what you think is happening, and then for what is really happening, we are going to be using a different one. So let's put that there. Okay, let's see. So what do you think is happening in this connection? And if this part of the reading doesn't resonate for you, I would suggest choosing a different pile, okay? At least you want to make sure that with the first question that we're asking, at least you resonate with one of those first messages to know that you've got the right reading for you, okay? Okay, so what do you think is happening in this connection? Pile number 1, your connection with your person. What do you think is happening in this connection? We have the 5 of Cups. What do you think is happening in this connection? We have the Six of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And the Three of Swords. Interesting. This kind of looks like this could very well be a past situation for you, a past connection. Okay, let's keep going. What do you think is happening in this connection? We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups. So there's certainly a lot of emotions involved in this. What do you think is happening? The Lovers in reverse. The Ten of Swords. Okay. So, and the Star. Okay. So this does look like I said, this could be a past person for you. And like I said, there's a lot of feelings here, a lot of emotions involved. This kind of looks, for some of you, like this could be a breakup or some type of connection that is out of balance, or even that you are trying to, and it could be more or less your own feelings about this, okay? Because we're looking at what you think is happening versus what is really happening, okay? So we have the Ten of Swords here, which is talking about a breakup, an ending, a painful ending here. The Three of Swords can also talk about a breakup, separation, ending. And if this is your ex-partner and you have had a breakup with this person, there has been a separation here, there's a lot of grief involved here with the Five of Cups. And so you may still be grieving the loss of this relationship. And so you may be in a place, because you're still healing, of wanting clarity potentially on what the other person's feelings are. Some of you might be very much holding on to the idea of reconciling here, because I do feel like there is some level of disappointment, discouragement. There might even be grief over loss, regret, guilt, shame, disappointment. Okay. There is certainly discontent here with that Ten of Cups in reverse. The Lover's energy in reverse may also be that you kind of feel that maybe it's one-sided. It could be that maybe you feel like the other person doesn't feel the same as you. So it could be that there's a lot of, like I said, heavy feelings and emotions that are here. Now we do have the Star present, so I feel like you're trying to have trust and maybe faith that there will be reconciliation for you, or that maybe what you're feeling is not what the truth is. And I also feel like you're wanting truth here. Now I will say, with your message of education here, what this card is actually talking about is when we need more information, okay? Now, this makes me feel that because of this message here, that there could be certain things that you are assuming that may not necessarily be true, okay? And I think I'm going to actually read the message here with this. Oops. And let's see, that is number 35. Okay, so it says wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school, ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is a time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions, be a student, and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all, I don't know yet. Okay? So, like I said, some of you, this could be an ex-partner. You know, I'm kind of seeing this in a couple different ways. You could either be thinking that your relationship or your connection with this person is coming to an end. Some of you might even think that you're being betrayed by a person, by a partner. You're being deceived. Some of you might also think that there is reconciliation, that there is hope for reconciliation here. And maybe for some of you it is the case, maybe for some of you it is not. We're going to find out what is actually happening in this connection. For some of you, there is a desire for reconciliation with a past person here. Like I said, perhaps this could have been a relationship that has ended. So yeah, some of you could be thinking that there is still hope for reconciliation. And I'm not saying that there isn't, okay, for some of you. However, this is basically what's coming through here, is that you might be thinking that there is reconciliation. Some of you might be thinking that you're being betrayed. Some of you might be thinking that your relationship is one-sided, your connection's one-sided. Some of you might believe that you're trying to force love in this situation, or that there is some type of imbalance here. Okay, I'm going to pull a little bit more. Yeah, we do have Gemini energy here and also Aquarius. So this makes me feel with the air sign energy that's kind of coming through here is that maybe for some of you, in addition to the feelings and the emotions, also the air sign energy, maybe that there is that you could be in your head a lot, okay? In your head a lot about this, trying to find answers. Okay, let's see. What do you think is happening in this connection, pile one? We have will, number 13. What do you think is happening? We have number 14 with focus. I am feeling that some of you are trying to manifest some type of change in your situation with this person. Because looking at the energy, it doesn't look the greatest. Like it doesn't look like it's in its greatest state. Or at least you might feel that way. Or think that way about your situation with this person. Perhaps some of you could be worried about, you know, your connection leading to a separation or a breakup. Or, like I said, some of you, this might be surrounding reconciliation. Okay, so let's clear this, and we're going to look at, I'm going to put this Lovers in reverse on top. I think, let's put this, let's put this over here. And now let's look at what is really happening in this connection. What is really happening in this connection between pile 1 and their person? What is really happening in this connection? We have the dry desert. Okay, so here we're seeing a woman who's standing by herself in the desert. Maybe for some of you, this is a lack of desire, intimacy. Maybe you're not getting anything from this situation. It kind of looks like she looks very isolated and alone here. Let's get the next deck for what is really happening. The dry desert. What is really happening? What is really happening? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, some of you, this might have to do with intimacy. Maybe a lack of intimacy here. Or solely intimacy. That might be a situation for some of you. What do you think is happening in this? Or I'm sorry, what is really happening? Let's put that back. What is really happening? What is really happening in this connection between pile 1 and their person? What is really happening? The Four of Pentacles. What is really happening? The King of Wands. And the Three of Cups. The Two of Wands. What is really happening? The Eight of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. What is really happening here? Ace of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So what this looks like is that one person in this connection is emotionally detached. Okay, one person is emotionally detached or disconnected, closed off, and the other person is more open, receptive. So one person could be in their feelings, emotions, where the other person is closed off, or like I said, emotionally detached here. Some of you, like I said, this could be that even intimacy is something that has been shut down. Okay, that message won't be for all of you, but for some of you it could be literally like a dry desert, meaning that there is no passion, there's no desire. And for some of you, this might only be something that is based off of physical, not so much emotional, at least for one person here. And the other person is more or less in their feelings. Some of you, this might be a situationship or even a friends with benefits type of situation, where if you are in that situation, it could be leaving one person who's not having their emotional needs be met here. Okay. Because, I mean, we literally have a desert here, which is saying there's no water, there's no nurturing. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, you know, this could certainly be bringing in a lot of very unpredictable energy that you have in this situation with this person. Some of you might be kind of going through these cycles here where this person could be very confusing to you, okay? I'm getting kind of like a person who might be, it could be intense and passionate, and then the person could completely change on you. It's kind of like making me feel like there is a feeling of isolation here. It could be that the other person is choosing to isolate themselves from you. You could be choosing to isolate yourself from them. It feels like there's something missing here. One person could be wanting to try to reconcile, try to, you know, pursue the other, where the other person is choosing to walk away. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, it kind of looks like there is an imbalance in this connection versus two people who are on the same page, who have one idea in mind and want the same thing. Okay. I do want to look at the Wheel of Fortune here. Seven of Swords. So yes, there could be avoidance, escapism, trust issues, deception, even with the Seven of Swords. Some of you might be being strung along by the other person. Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Cups energy here? King of Cups. We've got fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have Aquarius and Taurus. King of Pentacles. In the World. I'm also getting some of you might even be in a third-party situation with this person. If that is the case, I kind of feel like this person, if you are involved in that, this person could be someone who's deceiving you, who's leading you on. They may not necessarily have the intention of ending another situation, or they could in fact be choosing to pursue someone else or pursue relationship with someone else, or they may have already. What does the dry desert have to do with here, Spirit? Five of Cups. Yes, this looks like there's loss here. What is the dry desert here? The Magician. Yeah, so you could feel what really could be happening here is that one person could be feeling that the other is not, someone is not putting their focus or their energy towards maintaining a stable, balanced relationship with the other. And that is leading one person to feel a sense of lack or emptiness or even abandonment here. Or feeling shut out by the other. So there's clearly some type of a disconnect with this connection. Like I said, it kind of looks like one person could be emotionally checked out, no longer focusing their attention on the other. There's emotional detachment here, closed off. Like I said, some of you, there could be issues surrounding intimacy. Or even just being all about the intimacy and being closed off to anything emotional or even having to do with commitment here. Okay. What is really happening in this connection? Balance, number 19. And we have darkness. Okay, so like I said, something feels off here. Okay. What does this darkness have to do with here? Judgment. Judgment is about release. Could also be about renewal. So this means that someone is being left in the dark. Somebody could be being left in the dark about whether or not there will be reconciliation. Some person could be choosing to release and let go of the connection and not telling the other person. It's kind of like one person still sees like there's still hope, and the other person is maybe just not feeling that same way. What does balance have to do with here? The Tower in reverse. Yeah, so this could even be trying to hold on to something here. You could be trying to hold on to something here with this person that is no longer meant to be, or wasn't meant to be in the first place. And the universe is trying to help you to release, to let go. The Tower is about divine intervention. And the Tower helps to break down illusions. It helps you to have a realization, an epiphany about something that you might not be seeing about your connection with this person. Okay? So what I want to do now, I want to get some advice for you, Pile 1, and see what your advice is on this connection. Because looking at this energy, it makes me feel like this connection is out of alignment. Something's off. It could certainly be one-sided here. What is Pile 1's advice on this connection? What is Pile 1's advice? The Knight of Cups. The Hermit. And Judgment, which is Awakening in this deck. So what I really feel like Spirit is asking you to do here, Pile 1, is to really ask yourself whether or not you truly feel that this person is meeting your emotional needs here. And if that is not the case, we do have Judgment again, which is about you looking back to your connection with this person, because I do feel like there's something that you're meant to learn here. Some of you, this could be a karmic connection. I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles and the Tower here at the bottom with the Strength card. So some of you might be needing to find your inner strength, your courage, to be able to release this connection. We have the Tower showing up the second time here. The Tower is about something that is unstable. It could be chaotic. It could be something that's, again, Spirit is trying to help you to let go of and release. It could be that you're trying to avoid the inevitable with this connection. Trying to hold something together that is meant to be broken down or meant to be released here. The Page of Pentacles is about planting the seed for something new or beginning something new. Some of you, it could be taking a lot of courage to be able to just let go, okay? To surrender to the universe, trying to remove this person out of your life, okay? And that would be really opening up your heart to someone else, someone new, who is going to meet your emotional needs or physical needs, whatever it is that you feel that you're not receiving from this person, from this connection. Again, like where we're looking at this here, the dry desert, which is basically that you're not gaining something here. Someone is feeling that their needs are not being met, is what's really happening here. Needs are not being met. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the Compass card, this is going to be your reading today, and we are finding out what you think is happening in this connection versus what is really happening, okay? So we're starting your reading off with the Compass, and we're going to pull some tarot. I am going to be using 2 different decks. The first deck is going to be what you think is happening in the connection, and then we'll use a second deck to look at what is really happening, okay? If this first part of the question, when we're asking what you think is happening, if this doesn't really match what you think, I would suggest choosing a different pile to make sure that you've chosen the right one. So what do you think is happening in this connection? What do you think is happening in this connection, pile 2? We have the 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. What do you think is happening in this connection? The King of Cups. The 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands in reverse. What do you think is happening in this connection? The King of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So what do you think is happening here? Okay, what I'm kind of getting here, and let me see, let me look at this Compass card really quick. Okay. What I think that you think, okay, what you think is happening in this connection is that you think that this person that you're dealing with and you, I feel like that you think that the two of you guys are meant to be with each other. Okay, that this is your person, that this is the person that you're meant to be with. However, I feel that you think that this person is someone who has very strong feelings for you, that they could have a fear of commitment. You could think that they have a fear of commitment. You could think that they have a fear of telling you or communicating their feelings and their emotions to you. You could think that this could also be a situation where a person is, where you are ready for long-term relationship and commitment, and you might think that they are someone who's either putting in the bare minimum, or that they're not committing themselves to a serious relationship with you. I'm also seeing that here. You could also think that the person is wanting to stay single versus being in a committed relationship. I'm seeing very kind of like defensive energy here with that 7 of Wands. So I feel like with the compass here, it could be something that's making you feel a little bit confused, because you may feel like this person shows you that either they do have feelings for you, or they show you in certain aspects that, and it could even be like acting like you guys are in a relationship without being in a relationship. Like they're kind of, maybe their energy for you is a little confusing, okay? That might be the case for some of you, where this person might show you like all the signs of, you know, wanting a relationship, wanting a commitment, but just not making that commitment, okay? All right, let's see what else. And we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, also Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So what do you think is happening in this connection, pile 2? We have surrender. So you might feel like they're just not giving in to their feelings. They're trying to push you away, that there is attraction that's here, but they're having a difficult time surrendering to their feelings. Okay, like just kind of going with the flow, but more or less kind of like they do have feelings, but they're not admitting them, or that they're fearful of commitment. Okay, is kind of what I'm getting that you think is happening here. Okay, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at what is really happening in this connection. So let's move these to the side. We're going to use a different tarot deck. And we're going to start off with the same thing. We're going to see what is really happening in this connection. What is really happening in this connection for pile 2 and their person? What is really happening here? We have the Golden Palace. I almost feel like there's something hidden here. Something that you're not seeing. Something that's obstructing either one of your view here. Let's see. What is really happening in this connection between pile 2 and their person? We've got the 7 of Wands. What is really happening in this connection? Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Four of Swords. What is really happening? It certainly looks like there is resistance here, okay? Eight of Pentacles in reverse is a lack of commitment. A lack of someone committing themselves to this connection. And that's kind of what's coming out with what you're thinking here, is that a person who's afraid of committing, and that's exactly what's showing up, okay? We have the Knight of Wands, the Sun in reverse. I mean, there's attraction here. There is attraction. And that is something that you're picking up between the two of you as well, of what you think, that we're both attracted to. We both like each other. Like I said, you in your energy, you might also be thinking that you guys both might have feelings towards each other as well. What is really happening in this connection? We have the Empress. Oops. Five of Pentacles. And the Six of Cups. I mean, I feel like if you've got this right here, like this is you, pile two, because this energy looks like very similar to what is here. So if your intuition is that tuned in, okay, I feel like you're kind of spot on here. Because that is what's happening. We've got a situation here where there is attraction, there is a connection, but there is resistance to something more here. A resistance to this developing into something more. Someone is struggling with some type of inner conflict here. Holding back. Very guarded, protective of their heart space. There could certainly be a person who has a fear of commitment here. So with the Five of Pentacles, this is about being shut out, or someone choosing to shut the other out, which is creating conflict. Because one person might be more open and inclined to, I really want to make this work. I really am open to a relationship here, where the other person is not dedicating or committing and putting in the effort into building something here. So let's see a little bit more what is really happening in this connection between pile two and their person. We have abundance and we have wisdom. I'm seeing realization at the bottom with resistance. Yeah, so someone is realizing that there's resistance here. So it's not that, you know, that someone's clueless and they don't know what's going on. If, like I said, if this is you and you already know and you pick up on this energy of what's happening, it's what's happening here. Someone is realizing, somebody could also be realizing what their worth is too. Because we do have the Empress here. And then the Five of Pentacles is right next to that. So whoever the Empress is, which I'm assuming is you, pile two, is that you're recognizing that this person is resisting here. And it is something that you are learning from, right? And that could be that you are recognizing that maybe this person is resistant to building something more. Which may even include you setting boundaries with the person. Because I'm feeling that the Empress wants her needs to be met. And she shouldn't have to beg. She shouldn't have to beg. So I feel like somebody is coming to the realization here of what their worth is, what their value is. And if somebody is not putting in the effort here, this is where somebody could be putting up some boundaries versus taking less than what they're deserving of. Because I feel like somebody is realizing the abundance that they do bring into this connection, where the other person might not see that and more or less resisting it. And I feel like given that situation, the Empress, whoever the Empress is in this situation, could certainly be learning a really big lesson here in self-worth. Not settling for less than what you deserve or they deserve. If one person is not wanting to commit or to put in effort into trying to make it work, or at least seeing where things go, because there is, like I said, there is a connection here. You know, with the Six of Cups is also when two people feel very comfortable with each other. They kind of like open up to each other. They have a bond with each other. I just feel like there's resistance to allowing that to further grow and develop into something more serious. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to get some guidance for you, Pal 2, and see what your advice is on this connection. What is your advice for this connection, Pal 2? What is your advice? Five of Swords. Queen of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Oops. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, you know, I do feel like Spirit's saying you feel very pulled towards this person. You feel very drawn towards them. And I feel like you're trying to really, you know, pursue something more serious with this person, wanting something more serious, desiring something more serious. You know, the Five of Swords energy is about winning at all costs. However, I feel like you have to keep in mind your own mental, emotional well-being should you continue to try to pursue somebody for a relationship that is not open to receive, okay? Because the Five of Swords can certainly be when we are putting ourselves in a situation to get hurt. And the Five of Swords can be being hurt by a person's words, by their actions. You know, I will say when the Queen of Wands desires something, wants something, she has kind of like that energy of a go-getter. No one's going to tell her no, okay? She's motivated, she's inspired, she wants what she wants, and that's it. But it could be something that ends up being to your detriment, right? If you continue down this path. So I would say, you know, the choice is yours, but if I feel like remember what your worth is, especially if you are the Empress here in this situation and the person is showing you that they are not putting forth the effort towards having something with you, building something with you, because I'm also seeing the Tower here at the bottom and the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So if this person is showing a loss of interest, a lack of interest, rejection, really take some time to think about whether or not it's truly worth it for you to continue to invest your time and energy into this connection. The Tower energy is here, which is about release. It could also be about having an epiphany, a realization, okay? And if you're not feeling like this person is really showing you that they are open to it, this could more or less be about you letting this situation go with the person if they're not putting in the effort. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So those of you that resonated with the Wishing Well card and this little titanium Druzy heart, this is going to be your reading today. So we are finding out what you think is happening in this connection. versus what is really happening. Okay, to see how spot on you are with this energy. Now, I will say with the first question that we're asking about what you think is happening, if you don't resonate with that first energy that's coming through, I would suggest choosing a different pile so you make sure that you do have the right rating. Okay. Okay. So what do you think is happening in this connection, pile 3? What do you think is happening in this connection? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Beautiful. What do you think is happening? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Six of Cups, the Sun. Some of you might feel like this person is your soulmate or even counterpart here. Some of you might feel like you guys have a past life connection with each other. If there is mutual feelings. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel that you guys feel like this is your person. This is the person you're meant to be with. Some of you might even think that this person could be holding back feelings, emotions, suppressing them. Some of you might be thinking that you are on this person's mind a lot. Or it could be that both of you guys have each other. Ten of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you that may have lost this person, I feel like you feel or think that this person is going to, you and this person are going to work out. You're going to find your way back to each other. You're going to be together. Okay. I kind of have this feeling that you feel like you're thinking like you and this person are meant to be. Okay. That's what I'm getting from this. And then we do have the wishing well here too. So it could be that to you, this person is like your dream come true, your wish fulfillment, your happily ever after, your person. Okay. So let's pull some oracle here. Some of you might be thinking there's going to be a reunion. You guys are going to end up together, be together. You might also think, you know, that the two of you guys are both love each other, in love with each other. Let's see what else. What do you think is happening in this connection? We have beauty and patience. Yeah. So, yeah, I really feel like you think that this connection that you have with this person is worth waiting for. You feel that it's fated. Okay. It looks like she's kind of waiting on the other side of this. Looks like a portal here with like this red balloon. Okay, so that's what I think that you think here. Now, let's look at what is really happening in this connection. We're going to use a different tarot deck. Let's pull an oracle first. So what is really happening? in this connection? What is really happening in this connection? We have rock bottom. It looks like two paths here that both lead to this, to a bottom here. All right, let's see. With the number 10. 10s are about completion, endings, but also new beginnings. Let's see, what is really happening? What is really happening in this connection between you and this person? The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a loss of interest, distraction, rejection. What is really happening in this connection? It's missed opportunity, okay? A missed opportunity. 10 of Swords, that's an ending. The High Priestess. The Two of Pentacles. What is really happening? The King of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. We've also got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with a star. For some of you, this might have been a separation, a breakup. And if that is the case and you and this person are separated, not together, it kind of looks like there is divine intervention that's here. It almost looks like there's some type of healing that's needed in this connection. Like two people who need to heal. We've got the Devil here. The Devil. There is a fear of commitment. We got the Hierophant and the Five of Wands. There is a fear of commitment here, a fear of reconciliation. Divine intervention is here with the Tower. Now, with the Devil energy being present, the Devil can talk about codependency, attachment, obsession, also fear. So if a person is afraid, say like of commitment, going back into a relationship, it also does look like there is a certain level of detachment here. Now, that doesn't have to be you, but it could certainly be the other person. The High Priestess is also when something is hidden or concealed or mysterious. So I feel like, you know, with the Star energy being here and the Ace of Wands, I do feel like Spirit's saying that it is possible that, if especially for those of you that are separated, reconciliation is possible, but it kind of looks like one person doesn't look like they're open to it, at least emotionally. It's kind of like the opportunity's there, but they're choosing not to take it. They could be kind of stuck in fear, kind of seeing that there's potential here to to really, if they trusted in, had faith, or restored hope in the ability to overcome whatever challenges are here, that it is possible. But it kind of looks like one person is stuck in fear and is afraid of making that choice. So if there's so much of that resistant type of energy between you and this person, the Tower is here, which is divine intervention, meaning that the universe could have kind of pulled you away from each other, because it's kind of like there's a need for healing here. I want to see what this Tower is here. Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, I'm seeing this as a little bit of an unstable energy here surrounding a reconciliation or commitment, or even talking about it, talking about commitment, talking about reconciliation. What is this rock bottom here? Queen of Pentacles. So one person could be really hurt here by the other. Some of you might even feel like, well, you've reached a low point in your connection with, or I'm sorry, that's actually what's happening here. We already did the what you think. What is actually happening here is that one person is kind of at a low point when it comes to being able to nurture a serious relationship or commitment here. Yeah, one person has like confidence. There's potential here. We can work this out. We can do this. Where the other person, I feel like, is afraid to. One person is really believing in it, which I feel like if this is your energy, this is you. Really believing in this. Where the other person is almost like kind of in a place like choosing not to acknowledge it. And I do feel like it's because of fear. Why is the Devil here? We've got Capricorn, Leo. Yeah. The Five of Swords energy is self-sabotage. So someone in this connection is self-sabotaging or is stuck in a victim mentality, victimhood. I feel like one person is more positive and optimistic than the other. Five of Pentacles is at the bottom, which is about isolation, abandonment, being shut out, choosing to shut someone out, or choosing to isolate yourself from the other person. Someone could feel insecure here. Maybe about being in a commitment or opening up to feelings. Let's see. What is really happening in this connection? We have the Void. I can't see. Is she wearing clothes? I think she's wearing clothes, but just in case, because I can't really see that well. I might be imagining she has clothes on. So we've got the Void, which is kind of the Five of Pentacles energy is what's really happening. Maybe it's kind of like in that, still that rock bottom energy. We've got Void, balance, and the unexpected. You know, with the unexpected being here, I do feel like there is a very strong connection between you and this person, but the way that these two people are standing in front of this portal, it almost kind of gives me that vibe of like these two being 5D and they're looking through the portal that is the 3D. So what's really happening here is that you and this person, right, have this maybe very spiritual connection with each other, but it's leaving one person in the dark, alone. Like you guys are trying to find balance in your connection within the 3D. And like I said, one person more inclined, one person more open, one person more trusting, one person more confident, where the other person not so much, more or less trapped in ego, in fear, in doubt, and letting their emotions and thoughts kind of dictate their behaviors and relationships. So I want to see what is this unexpected. And also, this is number 43, which is the Emperor and the Empress. So some of you, this could be a soulmate, a divine counterpart here. Ace of Swords. It's about truth. An unexpected connection between you and this person. Two of Swords. One person can be in denial or holding back, being indecisive about moving this connection forward. Having the willpower to move things forward. What is this void here? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This could be a person who's choosing to stay alone, choosing to stay single. Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups in reverse. And I almost feel like this other person here, who is the more detached one, knows and feels that there is a connection that's there. And I feel like energetically they keep kind of moving in and out of like with their emotions here. Like sometimes they might gravitate towards you, and other times they might kind of pull back. So there might be certainly that kind of push-pull type of energy here. Let's see what the energy is surrounding balance here. Why is balance here, Spirit? The Empress. Seven of Cups. Taurus. Scorpio. Change. You know, it could be that both people here in this connection, you and this other person, I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. I was just going to say that. I was going to say that that you and this person could both be dreaming about each other, could also be trying to focus on what personal changes, growth, and transformation you can really work on within yourself is what's happening here. One person could be a little bit further along on their spiritual path or their healing or their journey than the other. But that work is something that's helping to bring balance, I feel like, to this. There's a lot of transformation happening around feminine energy. Now, regardless of what your gender is, everyone has feminine energy. The feminine energy is about love, receptivity. So if a person has, say, like a mother wound or an issue with receiving love within their own feminine energy, feeling insecure or, you know, closed off, there could be a lot of feminine energy healing that's happening in this connection. Okay, between you and this person. Because like I said, one person looks more open where the other person looks more closed off and afraid. Okay, is what's really happening here. Yeah, some of you, I feel like this could be a divine counterpart here. Now, I do want to ask Spirit what your advice is with this connection? What is your advice? Some of you, this could be a person that you do have children with. Okay, it could be a partner, a spouse, Seven of Pentacles. It's about reevaluating, reassessing. Three of Swords in reverse. This could be working on or focusing on your healing. Five of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Now, if you are someone who does also have a tendency to self-sabotage, I would say working on healing that within yourself. The Empress is, again, here at the bottom. This could really be working on your own self-confidence, your own self-esteem, your own self-worth. If you are someone who's afraid of really opening up your heart and you're the person who's kind of stuck in that victim type of mentality, then this may be really working on yourself so that you are able to really be more vulnerable, right? To be able to connect with another on the level of the heart. But this may also be you understanding too that if the other person is someone who is kind of stuck within the energy, of course it's not your job to fix them. The best thing that you can do is really focusing on yourself, working on yourself, and also taking time to reassess. And this situation between you and this person might also be something that's requiring patience and nurturing from you with the person. Okay? If you're noticing that you and this person are arguing and fighting and there's conflict, instead of getting into that kind of dynamic of energy, work on embodying the Empress energy, which is more loving, more nurturing, more empathetic, more compassionate, right? Now, that doesn't mean that you can't set boundaries with people. Okay? But you can certainly work towards softening to the energy of love here. Okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.